Hi guys, and welcome back, and welcome to another video, one which is going to be a lot of fun. Behind me you can see there is my Audi RS4, and a few days ago I revealed this because this is the long-term loan car which I have from Audi UK. And in this video what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be driving it for the first time, giving you my impressions of it, and also letting you know if this lives up to the £80,000 price bracket which it has. It's a lot of money, and nearly in like supercar money. If you think about it, you can go and buy yourself an R8 for like 100 grand, and this is 80. I've driven one before in Spain and I loved it. And I was like, I know they're expensive, but they are so practical in every single way. As a daily driver, you're going to see in this, I don't think you can get much better than that. If we look at it sat there, I just think that looks really good. Some people aren't actually a fan of the wheels on the RS4. I personally think it all works very well, and it's just a good car to look at. Let's be honest. First of all, this is an estate, so it's pretty big, obviously a lot bigger than the RS3. I think they have a lot of presence from the front, and they do look very good with the LED headlights which you have. Do I have the key on me? I do have the key on me. The key is just here, and when you open it up, which we'll do here, you get that sort of, they're so cool, aren't they? Lock and everything else, and the mirrors go in just like that. And then if we walk round to the back, it just looks good. In terms of performance, it has so much performance, which we're going to see in this video. Last night when I had the car, I picked up some friends. I was like, come on, let's go for a drive, and everyone barreled in, and they were like, you know what, I am in so much comfort. All the Alcantara here, the paddle shifts, they're very good. Obviously they're plastic, but that doesn't really matter. As you can see there, I've been driving around in dynamic. It's so nice, it really is. All this, it is just sick. I haven't actually opened the sunroof yet. Should we try and do that? We're off, people, we're off. You might be able to see there the 0 miles per hour. There you go, guys, you can see it. That is the head-up display. You turn it and it'll go higher. Here we go, higher and lower. It's very cool, isn't it? And you can set that to where you want, and personally I have it just around there. So we are here, and we have just the virtual cockpit, which obviously is amazing straight away. And there we go. On my phone you can see £80,000 worth, yours only, this RS4. And if we swipe up a little bit, we'll be able to see all the different things which cost the money which it does to make this price. The expensive options, the top speed limiter to 1400, that's a big option. The RS Sport suspension plus with dynamic ride control, that's £2,000. RS Sport exhaust system, that is £1,200. So here we go, it is time to drive my new daily driver, the RS4, on the road for effectively what is the first time. In here is so spacious, and you can probably see the glass roof above me. I have so much light coming in on a summer's day like today. It is perfect. Dynamic mode, so we can sort of get more of the sort of sound of that V6, that 444 brake horsepower V6, the one which is 80 kilograms lighter than the old V8. I'm actually going to go back to comfort because the ride is so good, and compared to other dailies like I've had, like the A45 and also the RS3 Saloon which I had before, and the M2. And the thing is with this, you've got so many different gadgets. When you're on a journey, you kind of don't really feel like you're on a journey. Does that make sense? Because everything is just so effortless and classy in here that the journey like goes so quickly. And it's so cool that you could be looking ahead of you and there's a sort of like head-up display, and that could be saying 60, and the moment you go past a road sign which is saying 60 or 50, it changes like that. When you want to get your foot down, my good God, this car takes off. It takes off so quickly. It's dynamic. We're going to go down a few gears. The gearbox is instant as well. Flip it out! Whoa! It's so quick, and there's you can hear it. It sounds amazing. It's so fast. It's probably the fastest daily I've ever had. Gearbox, instant. There's no sort of like second delay or something like that. Like the M2 was one, this is bum, 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 bum. It's got a kind. It's not as good as a supercar, the gearbox. Don't get me wrong, but it's not far off. If I'm honest with you, it's really not. Here, like you hear that, like straight away, and it's down the gear, straight into third, fourth. Let's go back to comfort. That don't take too long. That takes 2 switches, and we're in comfort. And now I'm in so much luxury. It's just so cool. A lot of these cars, they don't have a great ride on them in terms of when they're sort of like a high performance sort of estate or a hatchback. But now I don't feel like I'm in anything like crazy fast, which is just ridiculous. I love the virtual cockpit on these cars. I think they're great. I think they're so good in terms of, I basically feel right now that I'm looking down from space, just because you've just got a picture of everything which is going ahead of you, just there. Like, it's Google Earth. You have Google Earth straight ahead of you. And this is where Audis are so far ahead of so many cars on their interior, because they're that good. The fuel economy is incredible as well. The Lamborghini or something like that, you're always looking at the fuel dial just going down and down and down. With this, I'm very surprised just how good it really is. Obviously, if we drive aerodynamic, we will have a problem and I will have no money because I'll be spending it all on fuel, but it seems very, very good. I've just pulled over. This is the best bit of all. Turn the car off.
Your mobile phone was still in the vehicle.
Thank you for letting me know. That is one serious bit of kit, and you can probably tell by the smile on my face. It's so nice to have a smile back on my face when driving a daily driver, because honestly the M2, I didn't really drive it at all, and with this I haven't stopped. I literally haven't stopped driving it. I'm having so much fun. You were going to go right now for an older RS6, or would you have a new RS4? You would have this. You're probably wondering what he's thinking in terms of, is it worth the price tag, what it has on it? Well, yes it is, if I'm going to be honest with you, because I feel that for that sort of money, what else are you going to get? You could go and buy an RS6 and that's going to cost you, I don't know, 50, 60,000 pounds. If you're going to get a performance one, it'll probably cost you 70. What I'm going to do, I'm going to jump back in, carry on enjoying it for a little bit longer, and then it'll be time to head on my way. I'm heading on my way back to London. I'm roughly an hour and a half out of London, so I'm going to head on my way back, and at that point I'm just going to chill out, put my music on with that ridiculous sound system and just enjoy it. Another thing which is so impressive about this car is obviously the dynamic steering, and that makes a massive difference compared to when you drive other cars, because when you turn into a corner, it's instant. There's no sort of messing around, and I know a lot of people do diss Audis because they are four-wheel drive, and people go, oh, they understeer, Audis understeer. No, they don't necessarily. Obviously it's four-wheel drive, and I think that's a good thing, because in the winter you're not the guy getting stuck in the snow, and in the summer I feel it's great because you go around a corner. This dynamic steering with power going to each different wheel, etc., it handles like a dream. It's instant, and it just turns in. It's pulling me into the corner. It's pulling me into the corner. Like, I fed the wheel in, and it's like, no, you want to go a bit more? And it's everything is so instant. No roll, just boom, boom, boom. Change of direction is bang on. I would love to take this round a track. I have said this before when driving cars, just when they're this high tech, is that we have to remember just how developed these sort of estates and hatchbacks are getting. If we think this does 0 to 60, well, 0 to 62 they call it these days, in 4.1 seconds, that is quick. So I have made it back to London, and the RS4 is all behind me. There you go, there is the first proper drive with my new daily driver. There is so much more content which will be coming up with this car, but it's just amazed me in so many different ways. I was driving on my way back to London and on the motorway in so much comfort. I actually got into London, I actually opened the sunroof, and I was like, I'm actually going to do something a little bit different, because I never usually do that with my cars, because none seem to have sunroofs. Anyway, let me know if there is any sort of content which you want to see with this car. There'll be a lot of stuff happening with it. It's going to be on the channel for a while. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you all very soon.